He was at this man's trial.
Ooh, some people wish that things happened to this man.
Sleepy Corleone. They done named him all kind of names.
Oh no. That's what he get for naming Sleepy Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. B-I-L-O.
Nod Corleone. They call him all kind of names. Well, we have our jury.
And they have extra people too.
In the Stormy Daniels case, where Trump allegedly used campaign money to pay her off to make her be quiet so she wouldn't say nothing about him sleeping with a porn star. It says the end of the jury selection in the Trump trial caps first week as case enters new phase. We thought it was going to take at least 2 or 3 weeks to get the jury.
I know, but you said, you brought up a point that there's one or few of them that are Trumpsters. Or
to me, I consider them. If you go on Truth, his social media platform, mm-hmm. and you follow him and you listen to what he say, I think that's a Trumpster. One of the guys said he follows him on Truth.
He doesn't see him as negative. Become a mega though?
Well, he don't see him as negative the way that he's being portrayed.
So it must be something about him where the other side was saying, okay.
I think this is what I told you. I think that they did that.
He's not extreme like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
They got at least 2 or 3 people on that jury that are not anti-Trump. They might even be pro-Trump, just not mega. And I believe that they allowed that, the prosecutors, because I feel like they want, if they get a conviction, they don't want anybody to say, that's because you had 12 people up there who don't like Trump.
It wasn't his peers.
Exactly.
His peers, meaning people that at least agree with him or like him at some point. So, but I do get it, because you have talked about this on the show. I don't condemn everybody that likes him. Mm-hmm. I don't. Because there are people who would actually say, yeah, he was wrong when he did that. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. But they still want him to be the commander-in-chief because of some of his ideals, some mm-hmm. of the policies that he'll still stick with, given all the different categories we're all looking at, from migrants to abortion to all of that. And even what he did when he was first in office. So there are people who follow policies as a Republican, very strict, whatever. They looking at that. Mind you, they're not ignoring that he has done some shady stuff, and they will admit it. So we can't say everybody who loves him, supports him, wants him to be in office are whatever.
Right.
That's not fair to say that, because everybody don't like him all the same way. So hopefully these jurors that do follow his platform will look at the law as well and say, I like my boy, but he broke the law.
Well, one guy was saying he could be impartial or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they excused him because they went back and found some stuff that he had posted that was not good. It was anti stuff. So they got rid of him. And then the other juror, that when they say juror number 2, because the media was saying what everybody, remember you asked why they had to say what everybody's job is.
Yes.
They said what everybody's job was, and her people figured her out. They figured out who she was. She
must have a different job.
Whatever it was, they were saying what she was.
They're trying to do that, though. I don't like when Fox is doing that. They don't need to nitpick every juror and what their job was and what they're wearing. Jimmy Kimmel even said, why you got to say she's wearing a purple jacket?
So she started getting text messages and calls from her family and from people to work and say, are you one of the people that's on the jury? So she said she had to excuse herself because she don't think she could be fair and now, because everybody knows who she is.
Right.
And she's afraid too of people threatening her and stuff. Mm-hmm. So
this is like being on the jury for the mafia.
So the judge said he put down a rule saying the media cannot report anymore.
Oh, Fox News, they shutting them down?
They said anybody in the media cannot report where the person works. You can't even say what they look like no more of that. Okay. Describing, a heavy set lady, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. Just
because they was doing it. They were saying one is a school teacher, one is an Asian lady with blah blah blah, and I'm like, really?
Fox News? They going so far to say you cannot, don't even talk about them. That's kind of what the judge is saying. Be safe, and don't talk about who the jurors are.
Y'all didn't do that when we had the O.J. Simpson trial.
Well, that was
I'm just saying. Let's just say the other side didn't like what he did.
Well, they kept saying there was a lot of black people. Remember that?
They said that. They didn't get all nitpicky like they're doing now.
Right.
Why would you, as a news media, even think to tamper with information about jury?
Yeah.
And how important. That also tells you how even our media is slipping and sliding on our democracy and the freedom of speech and all of that. They're dipping and dabbing into stuff that they don't need to be saying. Yeah. That's why they got sued. Didn't they get sued?
Well, they got sued. No, they got sued because of the election.
I'm just saying they got
saying that the machines.
No, but what's his name got sued because of what he said.
No,
we got the news people in trouble. Yeah. They got the news company in trouble for saying some stuff.
They kept saying that the election
things like
booths
that
were not accurate.
Right. So a lot of lies they spew.
But anyway, he was just pretty much telling them, just leave the jurors' names out your mouth. Don't even mention them. Don't say nothing about them.
No description of them.
Just leave it alone. So already that's an issue. The other issue is stupid Trump. He talking about he want to get up and testify because he has every right to. But they saying if you testify, then they get to bring in, the prosecutors say we get to bring in the cases you lost, which means we get to talk about how you were found guilty and civilly for essaying Eugene Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
We get to talk about how you lost the other case where you lied about your businesses and you owe $500 million because you inflated the property. You're a liar. Mm-hmm. So in other words, the prosecution is saying, go ahead and let him up there, Your Honor. Because we want to tell everything this man has done.
So him talking.
So his attorneys are saying, please don't go up there. Because we don't want the jury to know all the intricate things of what happened in the other cases. Mm-hmm. But he feels he can go up there and sway at least one juror. Now, he's not that far off on saying that. He doesn't have to sway all 12.
Mm-hmm.
Just one. If he can get up on the stand and say, you see how they doing me? You see? And all of a sudden, I got all these I've been doing business in New York for blank, 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 and I've been doing this, and no one has sued me. All of a sudden, I run for president, and I get all of these cases against me.
But you said that they still got to use the law. They still have to sit there and justify.
The jurors do.
The jurors have to go everything, because there's things what they'll say when they say something, I object, throw that out.
Right.
The jury does not need to hear that, or don't. So they go every recording of what's going on. And the laws and how he's had broken those things, they sit and look at it. So I'm hoping and praying that even if he's trying to get one or two to be on his side,
only need one,
that they can still look at him saying, yeah, he did break the law. He did lie about this, or he did inflate that.
Yeah,
I can't help him on that one.
Well, we'll see.
So we'll see.
We'll see if Dodo Bird gets up and talks. He's already pretty much lost the case, so
we'll see.
But we'll see. Every person is innocent until proven guilty. Even though his lawyer, Michael Cohen, went to jail for the same exact thing.
Same thing.
So if his lawyer goes to jail for it,
how do you justify for him getting off, though?
They won't be able to.
See, if your lawyer goes to jail
and gonna testify against you, saying that you knew what you was doing. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see. Okay.
We know she's gonna get on the stand, and you know what? Exactly what I said last time. They said she wasn't even gonna do a case against him, but he kept calling her horse face Daniels. He kept talking about her. And she got mad and said, you know what?
My horse, you didn't have no problem with my horse face in that hotel room that night. Mm-hmm.
And they said one of the star witnesses, they can't tell you who the prosecutor's not going to tell you who the witnesses are. They said it might be Melania.
You think?
They may call Melania to the stand. They said that'll be the worst day. My mother always want to know when his worst days are in trial.
They were saying
that would be one of his worst days.
They were trying to say the husband-wife privilege thing.
Not for
and
this.
If he can't, It was something that he can't do with that whole wife-husband thing, but we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, so they may call her up.
And she has to say, yes, I was pregnant, and
he wasn't coming home. Well, he never came home, so.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I find it funny, though, that DJ Academics went and interviewed Don Jr.
Why did DJ Academics?
He's a Trumpster. But he went and interviewed Don Jr. And you know what? It's so funny. I don't know if other people picked up on this, but I did. When he was talking to him and he was saying about how his father, he loves his father. He's on his father's side and they're railroading his father, all that stuff. DJ Academics asked him about how did they grow up. And he said, we grew up with regular values. We had to work. It wasn't like they gave us a silver spoon. He said, my mother came from harsh conditions. So she pretty much instilled all of that into us. Everything he was saying was his mom,
not the dad.
And then he said, were you close to your dad or something like that? He said, my dad, I didn't get close to my dad till I graduated from business school. That's exactly what his mom said in the book.
She did.
She said he didn't even talk to them until they graduated from college. Mm-hmm. Isn't it funny that his son tried to not say it, but he said it? Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that.
Why did he not lie?
I don't know if anybody else picked up on that. I picked up on that in that academics interview.
So his mom
he said,
my
dad, I started getting talk to my dad when I graduated business school.
Think about it, though.
And that's exactly what the mom said, who fell down the stairs.
But Barron, you don't see Barron.
He don't
with
talk
him.
to Barron.
Barron is with his mom, like his other kids.
I believe, and this is all conspiracy theory, his wife was writing a book, his ex-wife. And she was putting a lot of stuff in there that was not good about him. Mm-hmm. And he told her to stop it. Mm-hmm. And she did. But I don't think she got rid of that book. So she fell down the stairs.
I don't know. He may have had her burn it. Who knows? Because he
and got buried in the backyard.
With her.
With no tombstone. Where's the book?
Yeah. It was a was it a tell-all book?
Tell-all book. Yeah. Where's the book, y'all?
Well, he's going to shut that down.
Where's the book, Trumpsters?
He's a hustler.
Where's the book? Where's the book?
I'm a hustler, baby.
All right. Okay. So that's the end of him.
Okay.
So we'll see how this trial goes. And I'm surprised my mother, I'm surprised you didn't tell me the latest story. You kept talking about how they said he don't smell good. They say he keeps passing gas. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say that. People complaining in the courtroom he's passing gas.
He must have a messy diet.
What?
And he's not eating right. He's eating a lot. If he likes KFC, that alone would make you gassy.
So he's falling asleep. He's falling asleep and passing gas.
My God.
You can't say nothing else about Joe Biden.
Leave Sleepy Joe alone.
You know what Joe Biden is going to say?
What?
He's going to say, I trip over sandbags on stage, but I don't pass gas and clear the stage.
Or fall asleep doing this.
My wife likes to stand next to me. Watch. I smell like Brute by Fabergé.
Brute.
Or Old English. What's some old, what is it?
Spice.
Old Spice. I smell like Old Spice.
Oh, they're still selling that.
You
too.
smell like old lice.
Yeah. Old mice. Oh my God. He's not eating right because he's gained weight.
How disgusting you gotta be for somebody to report that.
Thank you.
That you passing gas in the courthouse.
In the courthouse.
And you want to be the next president of the United States. No, absolutely not.
You're going to stink up the Oval Office. Okay.
And you talking about Biden. He said Biden stunk up the Oval Office.
He can't talk about nobody.
He said the desk smell like boo-boo. Trump.
Why are you saying all this and you the one?
You guys think I'm lying? Look it up. The next supposed to be the next president said this president's desk smells like boo-boo. Trump did.
Trump did, but not know anyone else.
You see how tacky they are?
Yeah, that's
how tacky is that?
That's a Marjorie Taylor Greene move. Just stupid. Make comments about people's smell and body odors and stuff. Okay.
So yeah, Ma, you didn't tell me that story. He's passing gas
and falling asleep. Yeah. He has the I can't help it.
Jeez.
Okay.
Can you imagine that? Whew. I want a big gush of wind to come in and blow his hair up. All right. 50 Cent.